Yeah, so I totally just recorded an amazing version of this vlog, and I had no audio because my mic was not turned on. Alright, so this is going to be a book review of Robinson Crusoe, but before I get to that, I was at a friend's house, Kathy's house, playing Mass Effect 3 for like 8 hours today. Luckily, she enjoys watching people play video games just as much as I do, because I love watching people play video games. And the only thing I want to say about it is that they should have a ghetto Commander Shepard option, because if you could play Mass Effect as a ghetto Commander Shepard, the game would be a billion times better, because we had so much fun making up voices and scenarios for ghetto Commander Shepard. I'm moving on from that. Robinson Crusoe, right? Written in the 1600s. This copy is from the 60s. Amazing book. It is absolutely fantastic. I read it when I was about 6 years old. So I was like, what, 12-ish, 11, 12? So me, almost 24, reading it again. I haven't read it since. It's one of the rare times when something from so long ago leaves such a good impression on you that when you read it or watch it or do anything when you're older, it's better than you imagined it. This book, easily top 5 books I've ever read. And you would think that a book about a guy who gets shipwrecked on an island would be boring. But there's 2 things that I think draw me into this book. The first thing is that Daniel Defoe, the author, doesn't really do a linear time frame in the book. There is progression, like it does start and finish. However, as he's writing, you're jumping ahead, you're moving back. You know, he's like, yeah, so I came across this goat, and you know, later I had a whole flock of them. But you know, before I'd never really eaten goat before, but you know, I saw these goats and I thought, hey, let's go ahead and eat them. Now, that doesn't actually happen in the book. Well, at least that sentence structure. But you kind of get my drift. Like, he kind of jumps ahead, he kind of jumps back, he gives you hints, and so it keeps you engaged, and it's enough that you soar through the book and you're learning all about him, and it takes away that boring linear thing of a guy stuck on an island. And so that alone, I think, makes it really easier to read. Like, it takes, you know, a couple pages to get used to it, but once you do, you're fine. Also, the words are really, really small, so it might be 156 pages, but it's probably about 300 on a normal book, and there's no chapters. It's like start to finish. It's like a journal, essentially. It's really cool. And then, okay, so the second thing is that I was completely engulfed into the character. I felt like I knew him on a personal level, which is something that just doesn't happen nowadays. Too many times in movies and shows, and especially books, they're hollow characters. You know, people try to show you a character with everything around them, but not who they are on the inside. And I learned so much about Robinson Crusoe, both inside and outside, and the things he was able to accomplish, I know I would never be able to match. And I mean, like, you take Bear Grylls and all those survival people, and you put up against him, and he's gonna have like a house built out of, you know, twigs around them before they're even lighting a fire. Amazing. Like, the characters, the story is amazing, the people that come in and out, really, it's mainly him, but there's other people too in there, and just the way his mentality of how he thinks and what he does, it's just absolutely fantastic. It's a story, like, it makes you think about yourself as much as you think about your surroundings. The story itself is just really cool, and it's so well written. It has that kind of classic, timeless feel to it, and it should, because it's written in 1600, and I picked up a copy in 2012. So, besides that, I'm gonna drink my tea in my pint glass. Try tea in a pint glass, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do my comment video tomorrow. So if you haven't done a video response and you wanted to, go back to the comment video, leave a video response or a comment or a question, and it'll be shown tomorrow. So I'll see you guys. Bye.